Students today face a lot of tough challenges that sometimes make it hard to stay in school. And while society hopes they'll become educated and productive citizens, the future is not that clear for many. What keeps students learning? The Metropolitan Transportation Authority in Los Angeles has one answer. They offer a special program to 11th and 12th graders attending schools near the Metro rail lines.
At first I was thinking about being a cart painter like my dad, but he told me he wanted me to be something better than he was.
I wasn't very interested in education when I first started. Once I started going to classes and going to the Saturday classes, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I started becoming more interested in education. And that's when I started putting my goals together. I said, well, I'm going to college here.
0 starts here, 180 start counterclockwise, that side. 0, 0. We're going to take an orthographic projection drawing. Now, the first thing we want to do when we want to rotate copy is say, look at this, and they did the same thing I did when I was that young. My God, this is interesting, this is challenging. Engineering, you mean to tell me I can do this? Let me see if I can really do it. Let me try it. They tried, and then they become college bound. Matter of fact, I had students that I just knew would never make it. My goodness, they changed. They took a 180-degree turn and became my top students in the top program.
We were coming into a community that wasn't really sure what rail meant. It was brand new to Los Angeles. It was a community that was unfortunately used to a lot of promises that ended up getting broken. And so we really wanted to say, no, we're here to stay, we really mean it, and we will invest in your community. TOPS was a way to do that. It was a way to take the children of the community, involve them in transportation careers, but also say to the community that we're here for the long term and we want you to be part of the system.
It's a 2-year program, and the curriculum that we have is state approved. It's engineering aid. And the students come into the program at the 11th grade, they get the advantage of the level 1, which will give them their technical math, their basic drafting, and graphic design. And then they get the on-the-job training during that summer intersession. Then the second year, they advance to CAD, which is computer-aided drafting. And then they take architectural drafting in some places, or technical illustration. And there are things that you're going to have when you get on that job, because see, in the real world, when you first walk on that job, this time is the time when it clicks and you say, I got it and I'm gone.
It felt really special to be in the TOP program. I enjoyed telling my friends about it because of all the experiences it provided. It made me feel like I was part of something really unique, and I think it is.
We're gonna be the future of this country, so that's why we're here. The friends that I have that don't come during summer, while they were out playing and stuff, I was working and learning, getting money.
Some of the students go to school 2 days a week for 3 hours a night, and then all day on Saturdays. But all of it is definitely after school.
I don't mind the sacrifice, because I know it'll help me in the long run.
It's basically up to the individual what they want to do in life. And I figure, you know, considering I'm a senior in high school, it's about time for me to choose what I must do in order, you know, to succeed in life. When it comes to weekends, I don't really look at it as much as being just a weekend and I can be out partying and something. I figure my education should come first.
Before TOPS, he was an average student floating. And then after TOPS, it made the difference. You know, it gave him the motivation to continue on to college, and now, you know, he's looking at a career. So it's made a big difference.
Going to school and working at a job like this, it might seem hard because this is not like flipping burgers. This is brain stuff. This is not an easy job, but I've been able to handle it so far, and I'm pretty thankful for it. So.
A lot of times we talk about jobs.
How come you got a job? I was like, because I went to school.
Well, what do you do at the Metro Rail? You take the fares, you clean the trains or something. You know, I got an office and I help with the design. You know, it kind of blows people away a little bit. it blows me away too when I think about it sometimes.
They're performing tasks that management early on thought that it would take individuals with a college degree to perform these certain tasks that these TOP students have been performing. So we are receiving our money's worth. The client is receiving a job well done.
Rather than redrawing the drawing again, they'll give it to us and we'll put it on a computer and we'll make the changes for them.
First, focus in all this stuff into the rod, press in the code. After you finish shooting, then you just press.
The average top student is not laid back. They're ready to work and they're smart.
In the case of Francisco, we didn't have to spend a lot of time with him. We would give him a project and, you know, maybe we might get distracted because there's things constantly changing on the job and get pulled away, but he would keep at it and he actually picked up a lot on his own. We had a need to convert a schematic drawing that is part of our contract of some piping work that we had to put in the lake when we finish it.
They just gave it to me, you know. I guess they didn't know if I was going to do it or not, but I gave it a try and tried to do my best.
The engineers at MRTC accepted his proposal that he essentially did all on his own.
They approved it, so I guess it was good. And I can tell people, well, I designed this for this company, right? When I was like 17 years old, that's pretty good.
In fact, our project engineer is so happy with him that he's trying to get a hold of him so we can hire him on a part-time basis.
Yeah, TOPS has a scholarship program. I have to apply for it, and hopefully I'll meet the requirements and the criteria for the scholarship. So this is my first year applying for the scholarship. It'll go straight to the education, the books, whatever else I need, tuition. So, you know, I'll see when it comes.
It's not just about a job. It's about a growth, responsibility, and also taking charge of your life and then looking at what opportunities will be available to your child in the future.
The college students had an opportunity to come back and work during the summer. So this is like an ongoing program.
The work we do in here is much more advanced than the work in school.
Our classes are comparable to the classes at the college level.
You measure from this line right here, and you measure to 1/4.
We all help each other in here. So it's like it's more togetherness in this class than it would be on school days. It's more family-like.
Yeah, at the beginning, it was only like me and Marlene. We didn't want to join the first day. Their teacher told us because only the boys signed up for it. But then we said, oh, let's go for it, you know.
That's what I stress to the girls that I have in class. It's male-dominated, but you can succeed, and you can go in and do as good as the guy or better than the guy that's working next to you. Esperanza came to me last year. I started giving her jobs, and she started doing them. She was grasping on very, very quickly. Actually, she was faster than one of my top boys. One time we stayed after class, and she needed a ride home. I gave her a ride home, and she said, oh, that's my little boy. I said, oh, your little brother. She said, no, that's my boy. And it's like, oh, my God. And then I started seeing more all the struggles that she went through. She wants to make a better future for herself, plus her child.
No, I said I need to find a future for myself and my baby. So that's why I continue going to school.
We have some very excellent instructors. When we go on tours or when we want to be involved in anything, they're always there. They want to look over my shoulder. What are you saying to my student? Is my student okay? They're very, very committed.
From here?
Yeah, from the
down.
top down 1 3/8.
Oh. She's the nicest teacher I ever met because I could talk to her and she understands me and she gives me good advice.
They are recognizing, in many cases for the first time, that somebody cares about them, that somebody cares about them enough to give them a chance to help themselves.
And you have people like that are supportive of whatever you want to do, and they care. So once you know that you have a foundation of people that are willing to help you out, you want to pay them back by doing the best that you can.
And you know what? Money don't mean nothing to me. Just to hear and just to see the light bulb come on and see another person that would not drop out of high school means the world to me.
Check it out.
about that equation.